Well, the perma bears keep trying to find reason after reason for why the stock market is going to top and crash. One of my favorite sectors, I noted this in, I think it was my last post, two sectors with the biggest potential in the years ahead, silver and semiconductors. You can see today the semiconductors are breaking out to all new highs. I've noted this before that breakouts that occur late in an intermediate cycle um, rarely produce sustained moves, but breakouts that occur early in an intermediate cycle can produce a sustained move. And this breakout here is occurring early in an intermediate cycle. We're only, I believe it's either 5 or 6 weeks into this intermediate cycle. And the semis are breaking out to new all-time highs. It's also very early in a new daily cycle. Let me switch over to the S&P. All right. So we're only 4 days into a new daily cycle. This was a very mild pullback into a daily cycle low. I was kind of hoping maybe we'd come down and test this support zone here at 29.50, but we didn't even make it that far. This is a very, very strong market. If you listen to the perma bears, though, they've got an excuse for why the market is preparing to top and is going to crash. And they've been, I've been hearing the same thing for 9 years. If they try hard enough, they're going to miss an entire secular bull market. Let me switch back to the semis and show a long-term chart. Okay, you can see here's the top in 2000. It's taken, well, I guess we're on the 19th year to recover from this bubble and finally breaking out to these new highs. This is being driven by artificial intelligence, is just now starting to be integrated into human society. This is a process that is going to continue over the next decade or so, and that is what is driving this move in the semiconductor. So you can ignore this nonsense that the perma bears keep spewing about, monetary policy is the only thing driving this bull market. That's complete nonsense. Humanity is taking another technological step forward. AI is one of those steps. Incredible discoveries occurring in biotech, autonomous transportation, clean energy, nanotechnology, robotics, just to name a few. So this has very little to do with monetary policy, which granted has been easy, and a very lot to do with new technologies coming online. Back here, this bull market and final bubble was driven by the personal computer and the internet. This bull market is being driven by multiple new technologies coming online, and we've got a breakout that is occurring very early in an intermediate cycle. This breakout occurred fairly late in the intermediate cycle, so probably not a great chance of a sustained move during this rally here. We pulled back, tested the 2000 highs, went a little bit below it, tested that even number 1300, and then now we're breaking out to new highs, and we're doing it early in an intermediate cycle. So this breakout does have very good chance of producing a sustained move. There is one small fly in the ointment that I am monitoring. I've made my subscribers aware of that. As of now, it's just a very small cautionary note. I would need to see a lot more before I would get bearish and start worrying about another intermediate correction, something along the lines of this pullback here. Basically, another retest of that 2000 high. If that were to occur, I would let everyone know, and maybe at that point you want to take profits on your semiconductor stocks and be a little cautious. But right now it's just a very minor warning sign, and nothing to get too excited about unless I start to see multiple warnings, and we just simply don't have that yet. But we do have a breakout that is occurring very early in an intermediate cycle, and I think this is a very good sector to have 401ks, retirement money in, and just dollar cost average into this sector for the next 10 or 15 years.